Hi everybody, this is Liz with 143 Handmade. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I am just going to play with my painty pages a little bit. I did some simple paper pleasure, painty pages the other day, and I have a whole stack of these beautiful papers that I came up with out of it, and I'm just going to doodle on some today. Just take a few minutes just to, show you how a super simple little dot like that can become, a piece of ephemera after you let it dry. You can do a fairly complex little rose like that by just starting with a teeny tiny triangle and then drawing half circles on each side of the triangle and then going from the halfway point to the halfway point. And then just continue to build out from there. Not worrying about getting it exactly on the halfways or anything like that, but, you don't want it to be on one petal for the most part. You want the next petal to be large enough to be touching two of the previous petals. There you go, a simple little heart. Let's see, what else could we do? We could just do the swirly thing. And that looks super cute too. You just start in the center and you just do a spiral. And don't worry about getting the spiral perfect. Let's see. I really like those roses. That's probably what I'll end up doing with most of them. So I hope whatever crafty project you're working on, I hope that it's going well. Whatever's going on in your life, I hope that it's going good, and if you're going through a rough time, just, take a breath. This too will pass. The only thing constant in life is that everything changes. And that's the mantra I use to get through the tough times, is that this too will pass, Nothing is stagnant in this world. Everything changes all the time. And sometimes that's a great thing, sometimes that's a very sad thing. All we can do is just, ride out the sad moments and enjoy ourselves when we can. When you're in a happy time, fully embrace it, fully enjoy it. So let's see, how can I do these a little different? Let's see, what if I do these? I don't know if it's gonna work at all. I don't know how well this is gonna look at all. Kind of like more like the tulipy shape. I don't know how that's gonna, like I said, I don't know how well that's gonna translate to with the paint and circle, but actually that looks cute. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. You never know until you try it, whether you like it or not. And these are just, just painty pages. It's not like I did, spent hours and hours on this or anything like that. And see, what I was thinking I would do with these after, here in a minute, is like these ones that were just random. I would just take my circle punch, and if I can find it, yeah, there it is. I only have the one 1-inch circle punch, but I was thinking that those, that's a good size. It creates an interesting, little circle you can use to embellish with. I got caught up in my drawing and forgot how to talk for half a second. But yeah, see? Ooh, look at that one. I can even get the page number in. And see, like these others, I'll have to tear the page a bit to get to them. But that's okay. I can't, you can always use a bit of torn page, right? So, but yeah, that's what I was thinking we would do with these little doodle flowers. And then those can go on clusters. Those can go in, snippet rolls. They can go, just as a simple little embellishment in any number of places. Just a little pretty. It's a good way to use up, if you have just the last little bit of paint, just, do some little circles. Do some little circles, and then you can doodle on them afterwards. And they don't have to be perfect circles. The only reason why these are so circular is because I had the little round sponge brushes. I can't make a circle that nice without some sort of help. So, yep, there we go. I think those will be fun. Those would, you could make your little, if you just punched out like some of this just paper and stacked up a couple layers, that would make it a little bit stronger and turn it into a little paper button, essentially. You know, and you can do any number of things with that. But yeah, I like to just, on these little scraps, I'll just punch out circles because you don't really have to worry about the text in a little circle like that, typically. So, yeah. So, and use up all my little scraps that way from doing something like this. So that way there's, you know, minimal waste. And then the paper that's left, you know, like this paper, will go to out to the compost bin. It composts out really nicely. I have really heavy clay soil, and so we have to add a ton of organic matter, and these little bits of book page are really good for that. And when we have worms, it's really good worm bedding too. They really like it. I don't know why. They do. So, you know. So yeah, I like to really use as much as possible out of, you know, any little piece of paper that I have. There we go, line it up. Find an interesting spot to line it up with. So, thank you so much, and let's see how many of these did we make? Made a whole bunch of little circles. Yeah, and half a dozen or so. I thought I made more than that, but, you know, that's how it works sometimes, right? I think there's another flower or two in here. I'll have to really check them. Yep, there's my other flower. And I could go back and draw flowers on those too, you know, but let's see, what can I do to these guys that's quite a bit different? Let's see. Let's start by just putting a vine connecting them, because I still don't know, like I said, what I'm going to do here. So we just created kind of a stem. Let's go ahead and give the stem some width. As it twists and turns and climbs up, it gets thinner, hopefully. I could even have this go off the page. And I mean, that just looks interesting like that, doesn't it? I mean, I like it just like that, but you know, look at this. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just do the swirly flowers. I think that's a good simple something for these. Yeah, that's a good little extra finishing touch. Yeah, I really like these flowers. The just spirals on the pounces where it just did the speckles. I really like that. And then let's add some leaves. A leaf there. Spin the paper a bit and put a bigger leaf here because it's closer to the bottom. Good size leaf there. Maybe just the edge of a leaf there. Just peeking out a bit. You're not seeing the whole leaf. I like that. I like doing that, mixing it up, so that way you only see parts of the leaves in certain spots. You know, when you see the larger leaf, it gives some depth. It makes it look like some things are closer to you, some things are further away. It's just a way to play with that. And totally unnecessary in a doodle. Your doodles don't have to make sense when it comes to depth. They can be totally random, and that's great too. There we go. I like that double leaf, how that looks. I'm going to add some more of those in. Where I just balance it. So I hope that, you know, I think I've already said this, but I hope that whatever you're doing in life, it's awesome right now. You're having a great time. So, yeah, I really like that, how that turned out. Oh, look at this flower, didn't get a single leaf. It's funny how that happens sometimes when you're doodling. Let's see, let's go ahead and put another flower or another leaf up that way. Yeah, I really like that. And then what I'll do is, let's see, where's my ruler? I had brought my ruler in, I know I did. Oh, there it is. It was hiding at the top of the desk, half under the laptop. And so now what I'll do is I'll come over here, line it up, and tear that off. And see now with this, I mean, that could be a bookmark right there. Just glue it onto a little bit of cardstock or something, and, you know, finish a little something. Take some purple to hue the edge, or some purple ink. Let's see, do I have some cardstock right here that I can grab? Yeah, actually, I think I do. Oh, and look at that, it's even too big. So it leaves a good, like, a perfect little frame. That's cool. Which side do I want? Yeah, I want this side. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just turn this little doodle into a little, I don't know, it could be a book band, a belly band, a book band, a bookmark, or a belly band. You know, it could be a pocket, it could be, you know, any number of things, but just a little piece of ephemera already ready already. I really like it when that works out that way. You know, and you can add all kinds of embellishments to this. Kind of like that that's kind of a torn and tatty edge. So I'm going to go ahead and embrace that and add a torn and tatty edge to this lower bit of cardboard as well. There we go. Kind of line it up a bit. It was a little bit askew. There we go. Yeah. And I mean, like I said, you could, you know, embellish this up. We could add some of these guys. They're in the right colorway. I don't think I would do that though. I think I would probably add some brads in the corners there maybe. Or some eyelets. Probably some eyelets, because that would, the eyelets look good from both directions. So let's see. Let's grab this little flower eyelet and let's just put that in the corner. Just this one little one. And the other hole punch. Pop my hole in and move to the front. Oh, I punched the wrong size hole. So one thing about these eyelets and stuff is that you have to know which size your stuff works with. You know, because you want it to be able to just slide in there. You might hear my dog fussing a bit. She's ready to go outside. Hold on, baby. Let me do this. Just a second, my girl. Oh, hang on. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. And I put my eyelets in. They're not exactly even. They're a little bit askew. So what I'll probably do is tie some ribbon in there or something fluffy, because then with the fluffy, you won't notice that, but all my fluffies are in the other room. And so, because yeah, I have 2 craft spaces now, and which is great, but it does make hitting, you know, I have to remember to grab everything, and that's tricky. So we're getting used to that part of it. But thank you so much for joining me. I think I've already said that numerous times, but I really want you guys to know it really does mean the world to me that you choose to hang out with me you know, spend that time with me as opposed to all of your other options that you have out there. You know, we've never had more options than we do today, and it matters who you choose to spend your time with. So, thank you so much, and I will see you guys again soon.